Hi, Stuart Barn here, and this is video 9 in this series of rhythm guitar videos. In this video we're going to look at putting percussive notes into our playing. Now this is most common with finger picking. Finger picking is a great approach for rhythm guitar playing anyway, particularly if you want to try and create more intricate rhythm guitar parts. So we'll just talk about putting it on beats 2 and 4 to begin with. So let's take a basic rhythm guitar part, might be this. Now putting a string slap, which is this, on beats 2 and 4 effectively is like having a snare drum. It's in the same place where the snare drum would be in a drummer's part. So inserting that gives us this. And it's just a little bit more interesting. So you can apply that to almost any rhythm guitar part, or at least try it and see whether it's appropriate. It just gives some more rhythm to the part. It makes it a bit more interesting. Things get a little bit more tricky when you try to put in extra bass notes. So if I stick with this groove and try and put in a couple more chords, it will go like this. Now let me put in the string slaps properly. Now one of those was more tricky than the others, and it was let me play through. So this was okay. This one. So what I did there was I did a string slap, but I actually had to pick a bass note on, I think it was beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you might want to, once you've graduated beyond putting a string slap on 2 and 4, try and get used to the idea of picking with the thumb whilst you do the string slap. It's quite unintuitive, so it does take a fair bit of practice, but once you've got it, it's a great tool. Here's one more way of decorating your music with percussive notes. It's really lifted from what bass players sometimes do, which is to do this, or something like that. You can just squeeze in these little rhythmic patterns in between your chord work, as long as it doesn't derail your basic rhythm playing. So if I got this chord, I could go and it's quite an effective little tool. So let me just try and carry that through a chord progression for a tune I happen to know. It goes like this. Quite effective. As usual, just practice this stuff, try and squeeze in these little fills as best you can, and after a while it starts to form a normal part of your musical vocabulary. As usual, please give it a thumbs up if you thought this video was helpful, click subscribe, and I'll send you more. Bye for now.